The staff of the game quietly process the coffins, each adorned with a red bow, of all the players who were eliminated from the first game. As the lid of one of them is pushed open by the fingers of its still alive occupant, a staffer pushes the coffin lid closed and nails it shut. The revelation that elimination from these children's games actually means death has sent the participants into a frenzy. Most want to leave, and almost nobody wants to play. However, the consent form everyone signed guaranteed elimination for refusal to participate. The third clause, though, as pointed out by Sang-woo, states that if a majority of players refuse to play, the games will be cancelled. The decision is made to hold a vote, but the staffers of the Squid Game know what they're doing. They fill up the piggy bank with the first round of money, making clear that the total prize pot will be 45.6 billion won. Ji-hoon is the first to vote. He votes not to continue, so do many others. The vote remains neck and neck all throughout, but eventually Sang-woo and a few others push the positive votes into the lead. The counter-argument to leaving is that their lives outside of the game aren't going to be any better. At least here they have a chance to make something of themselves. It's player 001, the old man with the brain tumor, who gets to cast the deciding vote, breaking a 100-100 tie. He selects to not continue. With that, everyone is deposited back to their lives, with the caveat that if a majority of people want to continue the games, then they will be restarted. Ji-hoon is dumped with the pickpocket who stole his money. Sang-woo, who is with 199, the player who saved Ji-hoon in the first game, charges his phone to discover a torrent of messages from the authorities that crack a very narrow window into his personal issues, but he is still willing to pay for 199's food and bus travel home. Ji-hoon goes to the police. They all think he's ridiculous. When Ji-hoon presents the business card the salesman gave him, the number goes through to a random woman who claims to have no knowledge of any games. Back in Sangmun-dong, Ji-hoon hooks back up with Sang-woo, who gives him a brief overview of his financial dire straits. He used his mother's house and shop as financial collateral. Nobody in Sangmun-dong seems to have much respect for their mothers. Ji-hoon didn't even realize his own was diabetic and in danger of losing her feet until the hospital called to let him know. The pickpocket 199, everyone is ruined and out of options, and their attempts to fix their predicaments only make things worse. Ji-hoon encounters 001, the old man wants to return, and so does 101, the gangster who is in considerable debts to his higher-ups, who wants to heist the piggy bank. He's thrown for a bit of a loop, though, when his own goon betrays him, leading to a bloody moment on a bridge where he's forced to flee from henchmen who want his organs. When Ji-hoon goes to ask Ga-young's mother for a loan, it turns out she's broke and her new husband is giving her a living allowance. We also learn that he witnessed a co-worker die, which has evidently left a mark on him. Ga-young's stepfather tries to pay Ji-hoon off in exchange for him not visiting anymore, so Ji-hoon rightly sucks him in the mouth, and shortly afterward he's approached by Hwang Jun-ho, a police officer who's been following Ji-hoon's case since their encounter at the police station because Jun-ho's brother received a similar business card and is missing. When Ji-hoon returns home, he finds another of those business cards wedged in his door. He and all of the show's other main characters all wait to be picked up to once again be taken back to the games.